Hey folks, Eric here, the Whatever Guy, because whatever mean. Do you folks want to know about this sugar cookies Delta 8 cart that I got from over at Scony Boys, and about other news that's going on in in the world of Delta 8, Delta 9, cannabis, hemp, just what's going on around? Having said that, you guys stick around. You guys know I shoot videos 3 or 4 days a week, basically keeping you guys updated on the world of Delta 8, Delta 9, cannabis, and hemp. And having said that, we are shooting a video contest this year, winner to be picked on December 25th. By the viewers of this channel and by the viewers of this YouTube channel, and obviously by the viewers of the Whatever Guys free game channel. That winner's going to get $100 cash, and you guys can make those videos on anything you want, man. It can be a reveal of a new product. It can be just getting on there and hanging out. It can be a dispute of my opinion on this. Either way, I'm not going to restrict your verbiage. Hopefully in all this, it will inspire you to create a YouTube channel about something you are passionate about. And in the process, maybe it will curb some of those naysayers that like to go around blasting on videos and stuff like that have never made a video themselves. It would give them an opportunity to make a video and even a chance to win $100 cash. Either way, I'm looking at it as a easy way for somebody to win $100 cash. As you guys know, we do have a few videos for that contest. A couple of those, I think Brian Jude at hempreviewsandstuff.com, he's got a channel. He's actually sent one over, Terpene Station, and they've actually sent one over. We've actually got one from Emma Anderson over at Leafy Stalk. She sent one over. So you guys support those videos. And if you guys have ideas for videos, you guys send those over, and we'll get those loaded up, and we'll get get some eyes on them, man, so you guys can see what's going on about that. All right, man. So moving forward, I'm going to show you guys. Got the MORE Act was voted on the other day in the House Judiciary Committee. It's not getting a lot of play, not as much play as it did kind of going up to it. For me, it's every time they've kind of brought this forward, it's almost like it's a big. It seems like it's a big move forward, but we just don't get the following, that you would think on that. You kind of even at Marijuana Moment, it seems that the MORE Act is just getting buried in the process of the whole thing. You would think that the MORE Act being voted on last week would still be a major story, but apparently it's not. It was voted 26-15 across party lines. Basically, all 24 of the Democrats voted for it, and there was 17 Republicans, and 2 of those voted for it. So you had 15 Republicans going against, and you had 26 Republicans and Democrats, Republicans and 2 Democrats, or excuse me, you know how that goes. Either way, 26-15, they voted. It passed through the Judiciary Committee. It's the second time it's passed through. It's going up to the House, and hopefully in all of that, we will get this situated. I'm going to flip over right now so you guys can check out a quick rundown of the story over Marijuana Moment, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are over in Marijuana Moment. I want to show you guys a little bit of something here. See, the thing about Marijuana Moment is they have a lot of stories and a lot of information on marijuana, cannabis, and stuff like that. But sometimes you're going to have to dig through what they've got going on to get the information you want. What I'm going to do is talk to you guys about the MORE Act being federally legalized in the House committee the other day. But to get to that, you actually, when you come up to these top little plugins up here, you'll see, you'll notice you don't get the any of the story on that right there. If you'll go to science and political, it doesn't say anything about that. Culture, same thing. You don't get anything about that MORE Act being delivered up here as far as like a main story that we can find, or at least that I'm seeing. The way to go about doing that is to kind of go to the newsletter. You want to find this federal cannabis legalization bill approving committee, and it's in the newsletter. And then what you would do is, let's see if we can go down here and see. Actually, let's go back up. We want to go to this newsletter, go to newsletter, and here, click on that federal cannabis legalization bill. When you go to it, it doesn't really say too much about it right here. If you go down to the bottom, you click, and it just goes on to say you're good to do the day, and it kind of clicks on past that and starts talking about other things. The way to get to this story is to hit the House Judiciary Committee little thing in the first paragraph that's talking about federally legalizing marijuana. And then when we get to the story right here, so you guys take a look. It says a key House committee on Thursday approved a bill to federally legalize marijuana and promote social equity. The Marijuana Opportunity Reinvestment and Expungement Act cleared the House Judiciary Committee, which is chaired by legislation's sponsor, Representative Gerald Nadler, Democrat of New York, on a 26-15 vote. The tally fell largely along party lines, with all Democrats supporting the measure and all but 2 Republicans voting against it. Okay, so basically what they got was 24 Democrats that voted for it. They were all of them. And apparently out of the 17 votes that the Republicans would have, 2 of those went over to the other side. Now, I've been trying to dig around and find out what are the names of the people that actually voted or what's in the Judiciary Committee, but up until the time of this, making this video, I haven't had those names yet. I'm sure there's an easier way to search for it than the way I am. I kind of want to know what those 15 Republicans' names were that voted against it. The development comes 1 week after the full House voted in favor of a defense spending bill that includes an amendment that would protect banks that service state legal cannabis businesses from being penalized by federal regulations. As you guys know, with marijuana being federally illegal, banks have a tendency to seize some of that money. So what's going on right now is a lot of the marijuana sales and stuff that are going on in these states, even legal, is a cash-based business. So they want to try to bring that money back home. But before they can do that, they've got to get some, obviously they've got some hurdles to clear as far as this goes, and this is one of them. It says this long overdue and historic legislation would reverse failed federal policies criminalizing marijuana. It would also take steps to address the heavy toll this policy has taken across the country, particularly among communities of color. Nadler said in opening remarks, "I have long believed that the criminalization of marijuana has been a mistake. The racially disparate enforcement of marijuana laws has only made it worse, with serious consequences, particularly for the communities of color." And we move down. So that's just a statement over there. My understanding is that it's passed the Judiciary Committee. The other houses have done apparently like they did last time and kind of just passed it on through. So it will go up to the House now and it will be voted on. And hopefully, maybe by this year, guys, we will have federal marijuana in the United States, without any prohibitions on it like that. It'll be taken off the scheduled drug task list or whatever the hell that is, and we can move on forward with marijuana legalization. It's a great day and age, man, when we're looking at in my day and age, at least my lifetime, seeing it go from obviously everybody being against marijuana to possibly seeing legalization here pretty soon. All right, so we'll move. I'll stop this part of it, and I will get back in the video with you guys. Okay, folks, we're back, and we're talking about, and one more bit of news. It says, according to the ASPCA, instances of cannabis intoxication in dogs has increased from 1,436 to 3,923 from 2017 to 2020. We talked about that before, that story that I did last week where I was talking about the instances of, Delta 8, people having Delta 8 problems. I think there was like 9 instances across, the whole United States out of the thousands and thousands of people that have, ingest Delta 8 to only have the 9 problems. But, they make a big deal out of it. Either way, this makes sense because I can remember back in the day, man, running around with a pocket full of weed or whatever the case is, having to go in a house around my mom or something like that and not wanting that weed to be in my pocket. And then I went out to a shop one time and I buried it down in one of my hiding spots. Of course, I got a dog that hangs around with me all the time. And the first thing that dog did while I was in the house was went straight to that bag of pot, man, pulled it out and had it all over the damn ground. And of course, the first person to have to walk by it would be my dad or my mom. And, I had to explain to them what that was. So I remember that situation back in the day. I can see how dogs would probably be getting intoxicated. Mostly what they're talking about is dogs getting intoxicated with edibles. So apparently they're either getting into the edibles or people are throwing scraps out and they've got marijuana in them or whatever the case is. It's kind of what they alluded to in the story. But there again, you guys put your pot up, man, or your Delta 8 up, and don't let your dogs, canines, get a hold of it, because according to the ASPCA, the instances of cannabis intoxication in dogs has increased quite a bit. So we're about 2,500 in 3 years. So you guys take that as you want it. And now let's get ready to rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. And now for the review of this cart from over at Scony Boys. As you guys know, last week, a week before that, we'd actually done an exposing type of thing, some exposing Delta 8 companies. And really, it wasn't really more or less an exposing Delta 8 companies. It was more like my experience with that Delta 8 company. In the past, I had a conversation with them, and they had promised to send over some things to review on this channel, and apparently, along the way, either the ball got dropped or whatever the situation was. In the bottom of that video, Aaron Pipkin had responded to that video and explained that there were some situations there, and the reason why we never got those products to review on this channel. However, moving forward, They have sent some products over for us to review, and I showed you guys the 2 products they sent over, and I know that they're sending over a few more because I just talked to them the other day, because as you guys know, that video that we did yesterday was on this cart design for the sugar cookies cart review that we're doing today. They sent over some hash. I'll be getting together with you guys in the next day or two. We'll do a review of this hash out there and see what it's all about. I'll have to obviously step outside because I'm not going to smoke in the house. But I will step outside and we'll do a review of this hash right here over the next couple of days. And matter of fact, while I'm at it, I think I'll do the review of that Owl's oil hash that we have also. We've also got some hash from them. I may dig it up and we'll go ahead and do that also. But today's review is on this wonderful, actually, Delta 8 concentrate cart that they sent over to me. I'll hold the box up for you guys can see. This is a really cool packaging they got, which is really sturdy. This is a really hard packaging right here, something that you could really, throw against the wall. Again, I like bulky stuff. I like tough stuff. So, because I'm a real smoker, man, I'm really taking this package out and throwing it down in the car seat or whatever the case is, put it in my back pocket. It's in my pocket. I'm working. So I really like a robust type of cart. So let me just take that off in the beginning. But it was sitting in a piece like this. And I told you guys before, I was immediately struck by the length of this cart and the weight of it, because I'm going to tell you something right now. This is a sturdy cart. And of course, when you take into the account that you've got this little dial up top that immediately catches your eye when you pull it out of the package. The first thing that I noticed out of the whole thing was that before I even looked at the website or anything like I took you guys to yesterday, was that this was a 2 mil cart. You'll notice, I'll put my hand up behind the cart so you guys can see. You'll notice there's quite a bit out of it because I've been bumping on this quite a bit. I wanted to get a really good idea of what was going on with this cart before I actually opened my mouth on it. Potency on this thing is probably about 9.5, man. This is right up there with Blue Moon Hemp Company, right up there with Delta Farms that we've tried before. This is a really smooth cart all the way around with a light hint of sweet on the back side of it that I'm not quite used to. The main thing about this cart is that, again, you can restrict the airflow. This is a cart, this cart design, the sugar cookies. Obviously, if you go over to their site, I'll put the link for them down in the description. You're not going to get this cart. You can get the sugar cookies cart, which I would highly recommend. I would imagine that in the next day or two, the other cart that we're getting is probably more similar to the one that you would see on their site. This was something they were sending out. So again, I would imagine that this cart design, like I said before, is probably for the serious smoker, probably not for the dabbler. This is somebody that, that obviously is going to be bumping on it quite a bit, and that obviously, wants a tougher cart with a little bit more gas in it that will, take you a longer distance, as opposed to a 1 mil cart that most people are used to putting out. Again, back to the sugar cookies, light sweet taste on the backside, really smooth pull. It doesn't matter whether I restrict the airflow all the way down and just get nothing but vapor, or actually add air to it. I can't get any proclivity for coughing on this, and I've not once had any proclivity for sticking on this cart whatsoever. You'll notice, the one thing that I notice about the whole thing is that most carts that I get, and I'll show you guys this, you don't see, you get this hole down at the bottom as compared to this cart here. So there is some unique differences in this cart design here that I'm just, every day that I'm looking at it, I see something completely different. I showed you guys a picture yesterday in the at the website, of this center post, and it just really didn't hit me until I was picking up other carts looking at them. The differences in these carts are just, like night and day all the way around. The fluid that's inside here is, like I said, top notch. I don't know that that you could get too much higher than what we've got right here, because like I said, you take this Scony Boys, Blue Moon Hemp, Delta Farms, those are the pinnacle carts. And like I said, regardless of my disagreements with, with what's going on over Delta Farms or not, they still have a really great product that they put out, and this Scony Boys product right here is right up there with those. You guys can take a look at the there's a link down in the description for you guys to click on if you guys want to take off and go over there and look at what Scony Boys has got going on. But this sugar cookies cart is really a good cart, man, and obviously it's a testament to the usage of it, because like I said, I'm not taking it off my pen when I put it on there. As you guys know, I have a tendency to maybe hit some part of it during the daytime and then switch over to a different cart later on, or depending on how I feel or whatever I'm doing in that daytime. This is a cart that you can actually stick on your cart and ride out with all day long. And, with the adjustable airflow, you could decide what type of hit you wanted to get off of it if you had that cart design. But barring that, the sugar cookies, man, is is an excellent cart. I'm kind of going to go over there and look and see what other flavors they have over there, because I'm wondering, you know, what all they, as far as their name of the flavors go, because this Sugar Cookies Delta 8 cart is good. I can imagine they've got some other Gorilla Glues or something like that over there that's probably going to be even better. But you guys take that as you want it, and you guys get a look. I'll flip it around with you guys. I don't know if you guys were able to see the square, or maybe that I can show the box all around. I'll flip it back around so you guys see it one more time, just because this is the way it's packaged. All the way around, and you guys got a good idea of what's happening here. All right, man, so it's whatever guy signing off, man. I'll let you guys have that and take it as you want it. You guys go over there and take a look at it as you will, and if you have any questions, hit me in the comments, and I will certainly answer them. All right, love you guys. See ya.